care. I'm just hiding behind the canvas because I want the little picture of me to look a bit different from me just standing there in a t-shirt like normal. There we go. Hello, and plus it's the theme of the show. So I just discovered that I've got a ring light to hold my phone, which I bought last time I was doing podcasts, specifically for this job, and totally forgot about it. So my lighting today is probably better. I don't know, does maybe look about those spots or something. But at least I got my hands free. Yay, so I can do stuff like this. Right, so today's question, don't forget to like and subscribe, because nobody does that, and it's really annoying. It's like, just like it and subscribe, it's fine. Well, a few people do. I've got 8 followers. Yay. Well, we're going to try and get to double digits. Right, I think the table's wobbling a bit, so sorry if anyone's getting seasick. So today's question is a legacy question that comes from my old podcast, which used to be The Sad Artist, and some of you will have watched that. But I stopped doing it because it felt really self-deprecating, and it was almost like I was insulting what I was doing for a living, and it's like, no, it didn't sit right with me. So now I'm doing this podcast, which is like better. I think it's better anyway. I'm not going to start doing any interviews yet, but I probably will do. Right, so it's a legacy question from the old podcast, and it was from Fran, and she asked if she had a problem with starting new work, and she had a fear of the blank canvas. And she asked me specifically about starting new work. So I suggested, if you have a fear of the blank canvas, the best thing to do is probably to deface the canvas in some way to start with, to get over that. Alternatively, if you've got a fear of a blank canvas, it's probably because you're a bit of a perfectionist, and just buy more canvases and start more paintings, because eventually you'll just get into the rhythm and just like, yeah, you know what? Not every painting that I do is going to be amazing. I think that probably comes from people that put a lot of detail into stuff, but I'd probably just have a few canvases to mess up first and just get over that fear. And then by the time you get to your 6th or 7th canvas, like I used to have a fear of heights, and then I went climbing every day, and now I've still got a fear of heights. It's just that it's not as bad. It's probably the same sort of thing. And the second question I'm going to answer is not a question I've been asked, but people often ask me, well, I'm asked by a person specifically, but people often ask me, what are these for? Well, I can show you now that I've got a hands-free kit. So when you've finished your painting, you go to the back of your canvas, one second, and you take these little fellas out, and essentially, I could have just opened the back. That would have made way more sense. We'll try not to knob the table because it's making the camera shake. Right. So that's something to address for the next episode. So you see these little points here. What you do once because when you paint the canvas, this one's a bit mouldy, by the way, but it's okay because it's only for playing around with. I'm not going to sell this to anybody. Basically, you get these little holes in the side. So you've probably seen those little holes. And when you paint the canvas, it goes, it can slacken off, or it can go taut. It can start to warp and twist and distort the canvas. And these, you just knock them in at the end. And you just follow the contour, obviously. Don't like backwards. And you'll find that when you do all the corners, they actually lock together, and you can just tap them in with a small hammer, like a panel pin hammer, and that should pull your canvas taut at the end. And that's what they're for. And nobody ever knows what they're for, and they just throw the bag away, and then they wonder why the canvas is all twisted. So, to recap, if you have a fear of starting a new project, a new canvas, you can deface the canvas. I sometimes slash it, put it together with jointing tape, or you can just buy a load of canvases and get stuck in and try and fight out that fear. And by the time you start your 5th or 6th canvas, it'll probably not be as bad. So there we go. That was my question for the day, and I'm going to do another video today that's just going to be me painting and starting this off, doing the underpainting. So that'll be the next video. So enjoy, and hope you have a fantastic day, everyone.